Hello and welcome to Dreams of Wings, and welcome here to Compton Abbas Airfield, which needs no introduction. I think most people who follow this channel will know of Compton Abbas. This is the latest release from Burning Blue Design, and a huge thank you to them for giving me the opportunity to fly it in the sim and to show it to you in this video. It really is a stunning little spot sitting on top of a hill. I used to fly here a fair bit in P3D using the old Orbex scenery, and it is fantastic to see Burning Blue Design take this one on. They are masters at bringing this kind of airfield to life, and you know, Compton Abbas is no exception at all. It's beautifully put together, lots of character, some of the little old favourites that we see in a lot of their airfields, Mav here being no exception, and it's just cracking. It's just full of life. So let me tell you what it's all about. I'm going to read to you the list of features from their website, because they put all this verbiage together, and who am I to try and come up with something different? They know what they're talking about. So Compton Abbas has been faithfully recreated by Burning Blue Design, undertaking on-site visits to ensure the highest levels of accuracy. It features over 80 custom 3D objects, each with full physical-based rendering PBR textures. Based on the May 2023 layout directly after the grand reopening after significant building works, with accurate buildings, runway, taxiways and custom taxi signs. Full custom night lighting, dynamic working runway designator sign, animated hangar doors which close at night, completely custom windsock, animated spectators, real-life static aircraft seen at Compton Abbas, Boeing Stearman PT-17 Model 75 N2S-4 Cadet 14 Golf India Sierra Delta November, de Havilland DH-82 Tiger Moth Golf Alpha November Kilo Zulu, de Havilland Chipmunk Golf Bravo Whiskey November Kilo, de Havilland Chipmunk Golf Uniform Lima Alpha Sierra, Supermarine Spitfire Mark T9 2-seat, November Hotel 341 Elizabeth Golf Charlie India Charlie Kilo, and North American T6G Harvard Carly Golf Bravo Golf Hotel Uniform. High-resolution, colour-corrected ground textures taken from Bing maps are manipulated for consistency and realism, and enhanced local surroundings, including lakes and farms, for more accurate circuits. And we'll take a look at that when we actually get into the air. What we are going to do on this video is we're going to take a short flight up in the Spitfire, have a quick fly around Compton Abbas just so you can see it from the air, and then we're going to head over to Glastonbury. It's the Glastonbury Festival at the moment. We're not going to see anything in the sim, of course. Well, I would be amazed if we do, but I guess it's the time of year that the Bing Maps thing was photographed. But we're going to fly over there, come back again, and we're going to do a landing and just get an idea for the beautiful scenery around here. Now, Compton Abbas is, of course, now owned by famous film director Guy Ritchie, and he's got a brewery which actually connects to the airfield, and also his estate, which connects to the airfield as well. So he's bought this fantastic little airfield pretty much in his back garden, which is really nice to see, and it looks like he's really supporting it, which again is great to see this little airfield keeping alive. It's a very busy airfield, especially in the summer months. There's lots of events. There's flying schools. Aero Legends do Spitfire flights and Harvard flights from here now. There's a lot of fly-ins and all sorts of vintage aircraft coming in, and it attracts pilots and non-pilots just to come and have a look and see what's going on, and also have a look at the nation's finest airfield restaurant. Now, if that isn't a reason to go there one day, I don't know what is. What's better than a airfield bacon butty? I mean, come on, or even a fry-up. Let's not get carried away. Anyway, we're here in the Silver Spitfire. This, of course, is Gertie that flew around the world. And we're going to take her up in the summer sun, sunlight glinting from her splendid wings, and see what this all looks like from the air. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. Let's get going. Right, let's get going. So we need to taxi down for runway 26 with the wind. And using our differential braking now in the spit. Let's not make a hash of this, dear boy. Let's come back on the power a bit, and while we're doing that, let's wind in 1 notch of down trim. There we go. Now, let's have a good look out and see where the end of this runway is. There's the helicopter. So yeah, not much of a wind. It's what, 2 knots from 270, so nothing that's going to cause us any issues today. Taxiing with the stick back, and let's just bring it in gently. A little bit rusty on the spit. Not been flying it much recently. Did fly her on a group flight at the weekend, which is a good time to say, come along to the Discord. I'll put a link down below. We do group flights, post screenshots, talk about things with propellers, aviation, all that sort of good stuff. Let's line up. Okay. Right, we are a little bit off kilter there, so she's going to pull to the left anyway, so I need to anticipate that, so I will start with a bit of right on and stick back. Everything looking okay, nothing to worry about with temperatures and everything. All is good. Let's go. Straight away. Right, so let's close our hatch. Alright, let's go and have a look. So I'm going to wing around this way. Look at this gorgeous countryside. This really is a lovely place to come and fly. I can totally see why Guy Ritchie decided to come and live here. Look at that, what a spot. In fact, yeah, I was going to say I could try and find it, but I don't think I can. I know that his brewery is here somewhere. Oh, getting buffeted a little bit there. I think that's the brewery down there somewhere, and his house is somewhere over there, but we're not going to invade his privacy, even virtually. So I'd be really interested to know if you fly out of Compton Abbas or have flown out of Compton Abbas in the real world. Be really interested to know, does this feel nice and familiar for you? I think one thing we have always seen with Burning Blue Design is that they do a great job of recreating airfields, and it's always lovely to see the comments from people that do know the place in real life saying, yep, I recognise that, that feels like home. So there she is, sitting on top of the hill. There she is. It's an airfield. It's not a she, idiot. and carried away. Wonderful. So much character. Right, let's go and have a quick blast over to Glastonbury. So iconic. Really nice airfield to fly from in the sim. One of my favourite little trips is Compton Abbas to Goodwood, which I sometimes do in the Spit. Not actually done it a great deal in this simulator, if I'm honest, but now that not only have we got Burning Blue Design Goodwood, but we've also got Burning Blue Design Compton Abbas, there is absolutely no excuse, so we're going to be doing that fairly frequently, I should think. It's a nice little route, and you can vary. You can go down to the Isle of Wight, have a look around the Needles, or you can go via Southampton and across there, just depending on what you want to do. Really nice evening flight to do as well. Day after summer solstice, and England is looking lovely and green. Just in terms of add-ons, I should just say I'm using Rex Accu Season, so my trees are coming from there, apart from any trees that Burning Blue Design have actually put on the airfield itself, which of course will be their own. But this is certainly a nice neck of the woods. That's Bruton down there. Now we're looking on our T's and P's. Okay. Can just come back a little bit now that we're just cruising. Take it nice and easy. It's a lovely Spitfire to fly this. Flying Iron have done a great job over the time since they've launched it of doing frequent updates and improving it. And it is great fun. And of course now we have the Hellcat, and we have the Lightning, and we have the BF 109. And if you haven't caught that video, have a look in the back catalogue, as it were, and you'll see that the last video on the channel before this one is the initial flight with the BF 109. Really nice challenge, that. Good fun to fly. Warbirds on a summer afternoon in weather like this, perfect. So this is coming up on the Glastonbury site now, where the festival is, and of course we're just going to see fields. I was hoping for a little clue that there might be something there. I guess, oh, that could be, where are we? That could be a stage down there. But of course the good old Asobo logic has plopped in some autogen that is, well, I'm not quite sure what that is. It's more akin to something else, but that definitely looks like festival-y type stuff. I believe that might be where the pyramid stage is, but instead we've got Dunder Mifflin. Right. Let's go and have a look at Glastonbury Tor. There we have the Mendip Hills over there, off in the distance. Now, I'm not sure what this is actually going to look like. It's an ancient site with even gets a mention in the Celtic mythology, certainly linked to King Arthur. There's a little church tower on the top in real life at the moment from the 14th century, but you know, they found things going back to the Iron Age, Roman eras. So I just thought we'd have a look. I have absolutely no idea what it's going to look like in the sim. This may be a huge anticlimax, but to hell with it, let's go and have a look. Now, there seems to be something on the top. I have a nasty feeling it's going to be mini Dunder Mifflin, but let's have a look. Or is it just a tree? Ah, it's just a tree. You can see the... oh no, there's a little building there. Or is it? No, I think that's probably just baked into the... It doesn't have a roof on it, so that I think that's just it baked in. But incredible amount of history, and this whole area, of course, Stonehenge isn't a million miles from here. There is a huge amount of history here. Quite impressive. Right. Talking of impressive, or let's face it, not impressive, let's head back for me to do a landing at the certainly impressive Compton Abbas. We'll go and have a look at the airfield again, do a fast and low pass, and then land. What could go wrong? So, how are our temps? Our temps are looking okay. Nothing to worry about there. I think what I am going to do, just to anticipate how far off, no, not just yet. What I will do is manually open the radiator just to keep the temperatures down, so that when we land we're not too hot. I just want to do a little experiment with that. Look at the detail on the wing there. Those swirls. This is a private repaint by AJLUK, with gratitude to Andrew for allowing me to fly his repaint. Been flying it for quite some time now. It's always going to be the Silver Spitfire that you see on the channel, and it's lovely. As I've said before, I was lucky enough to be there on the day that Gertie started her round the world trip. Managed to give her an affectionate pat on the wing to say, well, hello and goodbye as she headed off, and she is quite beautiful, and what a feat, what an accomplishment for the guys from Spitfires.com who took her around the world. They of course chose the Silver Spitfire really just to demilitarize her. The whole point was to for it to be a peaceful thing and to show the best of British design and to show what she could do. And I think the silver looks quite striking. So we're not too far out now, temperatures are still nice, quite happy with that. But as we are going to be putting on the beans a bit, I am going to open the radiator. Of course the radiator will slow us down a little bit, a tiny bit, but we're not trying to break any speed records here. My primary concern is to make sure that we're not overly hot when we come into the approach. So what I'm going to do now is just try and get her a little bit lined up, anticipate the runway direction. I'm going to open the radiator now. Okay, let's give it some beans. Prop first. Going to leave boost on 4 at the moment. There's Compton Abbas down there. Just bring around a bit. See where it is right on the top of that hill there. Quite splendid. Right, we'll go boost up to 6 now. Just increase the RPM a little bit, 3000. Okay, let's bring everything down a bit. Not too far on the throttle there. Watching the speeds, the speed actually now is great, so I'm going to drop the gear. Just watching our height. Do some trim. Watching the speed. Remembering the flap in the spit is more akin to a speed brake than what we used to in flaps in GA. Got a little bit too far down. Instead of doing a nice curved approach, we've gone a little bit too far, so I'm just going to correct that a little bit by making sure that I don't turn in too much. And we can have a little sneaky peek over here, watching the speed. There's the runway. Right, Let's commit. And we're down. Stick back, gently on the brakes. We do not want to be running off the end of the runway. That would be most embarrassing. There we go. Let's raise the flaps. And of course the experts amongst you will be saying, you didn't open your canopy before you landed. I know, I got too excited. Of course we have to open our canopy before we land in case we need to jump out, because we are realists and bad things can happen. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I certainly did. It's lovely to see such a good Compton Abbas in the simulator now. Burning Blue design absolutely knocked it out of the park once again. They never disappoint. And what can you say? Gorgeous. So thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us grow. And don't forget the Discord. But I look forward to seeing you on the channel again very soon. Take care now. Bye bye.